John Ulzheimer is known as one of our nation's most recognized credit experts. Having worked for 28 years in the credit industry, John has become one of the most prolific speakers about credit and the go-to authority on answers to credit-related questions. Credit Countdown with John Ulzheimer.
Hello, my name is John Ulzheimer. I am a consumer credit expert. I've got almost 30 years of experience in the credit industry since 1991, long time. I've spent time at FICO, which is the company behind the FICO credit scoring system, and Equifax, which is one of the 3 generally recognized credit reporting agencies in the United States. All right, today I'm going to answer a question that I answer a lot, and that question has to do with utilization of debt to pay off debt, all right? Let's not make this more complicated than it needs to be. The question is specifically, is it a good idea to use a personal loan to pay off credit card debt? All right, let's talk about what is a personal loan. A personal loan, it used to be called a signature loan. Essentially, it is a shorter term installment loan that is unsecured, meaning that you're not securing the loan with some asset like a car or a home or a boat or a motorcycle or a piece of property of some sort. It is an unsecured installment loan, not a line of credit, a loan. And so a personal loan, obviously if you can take out a personal loan, you can take out a personal loan to pay for anything, a wedding, a honeymoon, a vacation, in addition to your house. It's your money, you can use it to pay for anything you want. Many people ask if it's a good idea to take out personal loans to pay off credit card debt. Okay. So let's talk about the pros and cons, and then I'll let you decide whether or not you think it's a good idea. I'm gonna give you what my opinion is, but let's talk about it first before I just tell you what I think. And then I'll let you make up your mind if you think this is a good idea. The use of a personal loan to pay off credit card debt is also commonly referred to as debt consolidation. Even though there are a variety of other definitions or examples of debt consolidation, it's not uncommon for people to say that using a personal loan to pay off several of their credit card accounts is considered a consolidation loan. I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable with the use of consolidation loan to describe this practice. So number one, the cost. What is the cost of a personal loan versus a credit card? Well, let's talk about that. Credit card interest rates fluctuate, but the average credit card interest rate right now is about 17% for a general use credit card like a Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex. For retail store credit cards, the average interest rates are almost always above 20%. That's pretty expensive, okay? The interest rates on personal loans can be in the sub 10% range. So below 10% in many examples. Obviously, you're gonna have to have good credit in order to earn an interest rate below 10% for a personal loan. But nonetheless, generally speaking, a personal loan can be considerably less expensive than the APR that you're paying on credit card debt. So from a cost perspective, you actually can do better with a personal loan. Number 2, this is a big one. The credit impact. So what you're going to be doing by using a personal loan to pay off credit card debt is you're going to be using debt to pay off debt. And so some people may think, well, wait a minute, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. How is this helpful to you? Well, here is how it's helpful. You're essentially converting score damaging credit card debt or revolving debt into almost entirely benign installment debt, okay? That is a very big deal for your credit scores. Credit scores don't like to see a lot of maxed out credit cards, but credit scores are actually okay with installment debt, including personal loan debt. So to the extent that you can convert credit card debt to installment debt, that's one thumbs up for your credit score. The second thumbs up for your credit score is for those of you who understand the revolving utilization ratio, the relationship between the balances and the limits on your credit cards expressed as a percentage. You know that that percentage is influential in your credit score. If you use a personal loan to pay off all your credit cards or a lot of your credit card debt, that ratio is going to go down and your score is going to go up. It is a mathematical certainty. Positive check mark for credit impact by doing the conversion. So I would say that is, we're going to give number 1 a heart because we love cheaper money, and we're going to give number 2 a heart because we love things that will improve our credit scores. So number 3, shorter term payback. If you look at your credit card statement, there's a little box. It is a required disclosure on the front of your credit card statement, and that box will indicate to you how long it's going to take you to pay off your credit card debt if you only make the minimum payment. For people who have $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 of credit card debt and they're only making the minimum payment, it would not be unusual to see that it's going to take you 20 or 30 years to pay back that debt. 20 or 30 years, you can buy a house sooner than you'll be able to pay off your credit card debt if you just make that minimum payment. So the payback period of a personal loan is going to be considerably lower than the amount of time it's going to take you to pay off the credit card debt. Now, you can have a personal loan amortized over 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, whatever, and you can also choose to accelerate it by making a larger payment every month. So to the extent you're able to get out of debt faster, I'm going to give that a heart, because we want to be out of debt faster and then slower. I mean, that seems to be a reasonable position to take. So I think if you compare these things, then the answer to the question is it a good idea to pay off credit card debt with a personal loan? I think you've got to give it a good idea grade, okay? Here's the only downside, and here's what I'm going to caution you about this. This takes discipline. So let's just say hypothetically that you have $20,000 of credit card debt spread across multiple credit cards. You take out a personal loan for $20,000 or whatever, 15, 10, enough to pay some big chunk of it, and you apply that towards your credit card balance. Bravo, good for you. You've just reduced the amount of your credit card debt. What you do not want to do is you don't want to now go out and reuse all those credit cards and get back into that debt all over again, because now truly you have all the credit card debt again and you have a personal loan. So your debt really has gone up. You did not really do much to help yourself here, and it's unlikely that you're going to be able to borrow money from another personal loan to now pay it off again because you're already in so much debt. So that's my suggestion. If you're going to use this strategy, be smart about it. You're going to have to be disciplined, but when you compare the different kind of comparison metrics across the two, personal and credit card, you've got to give the personal loan kind of the thumbs up on that issue. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. Have a great rest of your day. Drop some comments in the comment section below, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks a lot.
For more videos and credit tips from John Ulzheimer, go to www.tradelinesupply.com.